All right.
Yeah.
Um, Welcome back to COC Voyage through Saerion. We are doing the sub-campaign fifth session today. We're missing a few people. We're missing, namely, Yin and Cableman, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about that, sadly. Um, right now we have a new face. We have Mr. Baby Dripper over here. Baby. Anyway, um, they will be playing a detective called Ario Agosti.
Ariel.
The way that this is set up is that we will introduce them later on in the session when we eventually end up meeting them. Now, we also have a familiar face, Violet, who was technically on hold, but she's returned. She's returned, and
Hello.
hopefully she'll be a recurring person in our future session. Now, last time we had some character interactions, if you all can remember. We had you guys join the various divisions on the ship, right? Do you remember Logic joined the division of the forecastle? He's going to
Yay.
be in charge of supplies and such, and in charge of basically administrative affairs relating to the ship. We had Yin and Cable, who were the first to join the gun deck. They will be replacing the previous crew that died after getting shot out of a cannon. We don't talk about that. Then we have the artifact storage division, also known as the gunsmith. Um, I believe Ez was the one to join that one, right?
Yes.
You're the only one.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we had the priesthood, the congregation, if you will, which Salter is now sort of a member of.
Dang, became a kid
And
diddler.
then yeah, they're not that kind of priest, thankfully. Now let's see here. What was this woman's name again? Give me a moment. Uh, there we go. We had Madame Chanel. There we go. Jesus Christ. She was the main surgeon in charge, at least one of them, of the medical division, where we had a very interesting interaction with Catherine. That was certainly something. They also obtained, what was it, a bone saw?
Yeah, I got one of those large bone saws, and I will use it.
Yeah. That's part of your personal equipment. Now, we will continue off. All of you are supposed to meet Silas before you set off.
What if we don't?
Now, he is called.
We leave him on read.
Yeah.
You'll get a repeat of what happened to Sai and Violet in the first session. You know, they got shot and ended up with
Personally, I want to
cannibals.
leave him on read.
It's all right, you know. With a little bit of luck and charisma, anyone could survive.
Yeah,
This isn't D&D,
I don't know about that
unfortunately. We
one.
can't roll for that. Mystic can just be like, no, you
I
shot
say we
yourself
leave
in the
him on
face. You
read.
weren't charismatic enough
All
to
right,
keep
so
living.
we know Kamos is going to get shot out of a cannon today. Good to know.
Probably.
All right, let's stop
Preferably
wasting
begins
time.
here.
Silas has called you all to the main hall. Now, specifically, he has called all of you, the recent recruits to the ship. You don't know exactly why it is that he has specifically called for all of you instead of seasoned members of the crew, but you suspect it's because of the whole strange method of your recruitment in the first place, and the fact that you were called here specifically by name through the captain. So, what are all of you doing right now, and how are you going to, well, how are you going to react to all of this? Because I'll be honest, some of you have not been the most agreeable when it comes to positions of power.
Fuck you. My responses were very normal.
I kicked the dude.
That was you, but there was also Logic who kept lying, you know?
No, that was hilarious.
It's called making the story interesting.
I think it's just
Yeah,
called being a
interesting, right?
massive bitch.
It takes
So,
one to know one.
let's start off with Violet. She's not been here for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
After your trip to the medical bay, and after waking up, you did in fact join the meeting in the main hall. So you are aware that you've been called to action. Now,
Mhm.
unfortunately, because of your injury, you didn't get to contribute much to the previous the ship invasion
Mhm.
that we had with Yin and Cable.
Uh-huh.
Or sorry, Odin and Mr. Dupont.
Okay.
So now, um, you have the chance to make a name for yourself, get a position since you're practically stuck here, and you're not willing to test the power of the supernatural here. This is a world beyond your understanding, and you, as a smuggler, understand that if you don't fit into this world, you'll likely end up dead.
Okay.
So, is there anything you'd like to say?
No.
Yeah,
Sorry,
focus
it's been a
progress.
while since I've been here, so I don't know what to do. My apologies.
Can't blame you. I don't know what to do either.
None of us do. We were just
All
thrown
right.
in here from
First off,
Vietnam.
remember, we're all here with you. We're not going to judge you. You do what you do, okay?
That's a
Yeah, we're
fucking
just gonna
lie.
judge Kamasu.
Just don't call it. Just
Fuck
don't look
you.
at someone and say, "What the hell are you?"
This is the most judgmental group there is.
Yeah.
Seriously, you remember, we're
You're
here
number
with
one
you,
haters.
okay? So just play like you want to have fun.
Oh, okay.
Just
I
say
don't
kick
even.
over a table or something.
Call him a bitch.
Call him a beta.
Okay, I'll give you a helping hand.
Okay.
A sailor enters the medical bay, which you have been using as your resting area, shall we say?
Mm-hmm.
They approach you and they say, "Hey, you.
Hmm?
Boatswain Silas is calling for you in the main hall. You and all the other new recruits are being gathered together for some mission. Not exactly sure of the details, but orders are orders. Follow me."
All right.
As he leads you towards the main hall.
Mm-hmm. He follows.
Nothing to say? No reaction?
No, just say.
I see, so just brooding, essentially. Okay. So then, let's move over to some of the other guys then. Um, where should we begin? Let's start with logic. So, Sam, in the previous session, we left off with you visiting the forecastle. There you met the guy at the reception. You remember him?
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
It's been half a year. What do you expect?
No, it is not, bro. It's been like 2 months.
That's a lot of
Same
time.
thing.
It's fast, man.
Anyway, he was the guy who introduced
Somebody
you
make the
to your
Teen
job,
Titans logo.
essentially. Don't worry, you're not meeting him. But one of the other people that's working at reception, they have informed you that you've been called towards the main hall, reporting it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're cooked.
Is there anything you have to say? Do you want to take anything with you? Do you remember the strange paper?
Yeah, I'll just take the strange paper to feed it in case I meet the weird priest, I think it was.
Yeah, my best friend who I abused.
Yeah, your best friend.
Yeah,
Right. Right, of course.
Oh
I
no, I know.
really
I
am
need.
him.
I am going to desperately search the entire goddamn place for even a drip of real alcohol. Of course, I kind of vibe with Chanel now, so I'm not going to try and raid her personal stash. but I will check everything I can to try and find even a drop.
Okay, if you want to do that, then roll luck for me. See if you're lucky enough to find where they've hidden it.
I swear to God, I'm gonna get it wrong, and you're like, no, sorry, it was hidden in their brains.
Makes
Hurry up and
sense.
fail, you alcoholic.
So
Alright.
luck. All right, let's fucking do it. Roll chat. La 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 la. Roll. It's 1d100, right?
Yeah, 1d100 plus 1d10.
I'm playing. I don't.
Okay. Oh, so just roll 1d10 then. Gotcha.
Sorry? What?
I got it. So
Yeah, there's supposed to be a 1d10.
yeah, so I got
All right,
38.
okay.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I think right. I got below the 6. I got below my luck.
Yeah,
So
below.
yes.
Yeah. That's a success. Okay, so as you're walking towards the main hall, after leaving Madame Chanel's medical bay, your instincts as an Irish woman, shall we say, lead you down a very, very specific corridor where you happen to find a jug filled with wine.
Fuck yeah.
Are you gonna drink it?
I'm gonna pop it open real quick. I'm gonna give a little sniff. Do I
It's
know what
probably
age and
the most.
vintage this is?
No, but
Oh, that
have
sucks.
the most delectable smell.
Oh, then it's aged, bro. Go in.
So most likely I'm about to fuck myself, but you know what? She is desperate for good alcohol. So bottoms up, bitches. I'm gonna just I don't care if anybody walks in on me. I'm gonna just I don't care. I'm gonna just pick up that jug by like the back of it and tilt it slightly so it's just all going in my mouth.
And make the gulping sounds, bro. Gotta do it.
So,
You got
you don't have to
that's
roll anything
$15 a
right
month.
now for the actual
Nice.
Right
alcohol,
now.
like tolerance or anything like that, because the alcohol is simply divine. Probably the best alcohol you've tasted in your life, and that's saying something. It's strong, but not so strong that the flavor is lost to you.
Hell yeah.
Now, as you're done drinking this, you notice that it's a little strange for there to be just a random jug of wine just sitting out of nowhere. As you look around, you realize that while walking towards the main hall, you've gone down a corridor which you don't remember being there.
Hmm.
This is the same path you took to reach from the main hall towards the medical bay. And there were no corridors here, at least, that you can remember. You don't have to roll anything because you are certain.
I have only
Looking
one
around
response.
this little room,
Fucking alcohol leprechauns. And she says that she takes another swig.
so as you look around, you notice that this room's a little bit strange. There isn't really much towards decoration, but there is some sort of there are a few statues on the table, and there's a few scented candles with incense sticks next to them. And the jug was placed on what looks to be a genuine makeshift altar. A little bit strange to have just randomly sitting around. But I suppose it's none of your problem. Alcohol is alcohol.
You damn fucking right. It's not my problem. I'm. Wait. You know what? Could you repeat one more time which day was on there?
There are two statues on both ends of the table. There are candles in candle holders. They're the type that hold three candles, each at different heights. You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
called
right next
candelabra.
to them, yeah,
Mhm.
right next to them, you have two incense sticks. Then they were lit. So there is a very sweet kind of smell. It smells kind of like citrus.
I'm gonna look at this like really slowly. Like she groggily like blinks. It's like one eye and then the other. And then she's just gonna like, smack her lips like, oh, is it? And she's just gonna like point her finger at the jug in her hands. Is this for you? I'm so sorry. You don't understand. Okay, I've been through a lot. Okay, so I get brought up on this stupid ship. I get my leg shot after making a simple observation about a certain man's lack of talent, lack of height, lack of social standing, and probably lack of penis length. And he shoots me in the fucking leg. Like, come on. And then I go and I have to join a weird club. And like, this is school all over again. And I decide to kick it with the only person on here who's not a fucking lunatic, the surgeon who wants to cut people open. She's cool. I'm gonna bang her later.
Bruh. I'm a bang later.
Okay.
And so and she's just legit talking to these things. My question to you though, magical probably statues of something. Do you guys think you guys have it bad? You guys don't even need to drink, but you guys are so greedy. You guys also want this. But hey, I'll admit when I'm wrong. So she is going to try her best to procure some cups or something and pour it like the wine and just push it like in front of their
Selves.
like basically in front of like the two statues.
Oh, okay.
And she's gonna tell him, I really am sorry though. Believe me, I know you probably don't want to, but I am sorry. I need this to take the edge off sometimes. She kind of like, cuts out the whole jolly bit and she just sort of leans in. I don't think you know the real terror.
Interestingly enough, okay. So, there is something close to a basin that's not really that far from the table. You can pour it in that as you offer it to them. Um, there's nothing happening, but I want you to roll me appearance.
Roll what?
Appearance.
Appearance.
I don't think. Where's a peer? Oh,
APP.
Yeah, cool. The ones that I'm really shit at. So is this gonna be anything special or is
Don't
it the
worry.
1d100 is the 1d100 plus the d10?
It's the same thing. Same thing. 1d100 plus 1d10.
Yep.
All right. Do I get advantage on this?
No.
Fuck you, Mystic. 85.
The fact that you're
I felt
bro.
so bad.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay.
Colin.
I gave you
So-
character arc, bro. I gave you.
so. Hold on. With the failed appearance check, I need you to roll me one more thing, and it's another luck check.
Okay. And you need to roll you a
Yeah.
luck check again?
Yeah, a luck check.
All right. It's bullshit.
You sound drunk now.
Yeah, you're
You really are
Dude.
impersonating your character.
61. Yes, I was only 4. I did
Oh,
it.
But you're 57
barely.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick. I did it. Whoa!
So
Oh my God. Go ahead,
I will
Alan.
tell you, the reason why we're doing 1d100 plus 1d10 is because normally you're supposed to play this game with a d100 and then the d10 is the one with the 0 instead of 1. So the way we're doing this is that the 1d100 gets rounded up or rounded down, depending. So the 54 you got is rounded down to 50, and the d10 stays whatever value it's
Yeah.
at. So you got 57 instead of a 61.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, you
Take
definitely
notes,
succeed.
Kamasu.
You passed class, bro.
Was Kamasu even here?
Okay, nothing
he's here.
happens.
Nothing happens whatsoever.
Nothing happens. I suppose if you want something to happen, I guess you feel a little bit calm.
I'm gonna tell the two
You're
statues
not as
that you guys are good drinking buddies. I'll drink with you anytime. Thanks for listening. She could say, seriously, thanks for listening to a bitch like me rant after I drank your booze. It's good stuff.
My God.
And she's gonna honestly look at them. Could you I know you guys probably can't. Alright. I don't even know what to think anymore. You guys could be alive for all I know. God, I don't know anything. I really don't. And she's gonna ask a bigger one. Do you know one of the worst things about my life was though?
Oh my gosh.
Those fucking Clarksons. He's an ass, you know that? He's the one that had us go on that stupid fucking voyage anyway.
ooh
Full rant.
lore.
And he, what was I? I was a young deckhand, and she throws back another drink. Only about, how far back was that? 10, 12 years? I was only 16 at the time. That guy comes in, waltzing in, like nothing I've ever seen before. You think merchants look flashy? That man didn't have an ounce of sense. Came in throwing coin left and right. Before I know it, me and everyone else is suddenly playing second fiddle. God, I hate that
Sorry about
fucker.
that.
What a tragedy.
Left us to die.
Salty, you better take note of this. This is important.
I didn't take any
Because
notes, bro.
he wanted us to go find, what was it? It was some, I think it was that thing that attacked us, to be honest. It was huge. It was as big as a goddamn ship. Never seen anything like it. Might have been a whale, might have not been. I think it once was a whale. Had rows of eyes, mouth that opened 4 ways, spewed saliva like a geyser, melted anything it touched. Didn't even feel sane looking at it. And that awful singing it did whenever it was alone. It cried and it cried. 3 men killed themselves just listening to it. And wherever it was, the waves would calm, but the sky would rage over again and again. It's like a mouth to hell, wherever it went. And it had all kinds of things carved into the side of it. Hmm. Hmm.
There's one thing that stuck out during that whole thing.
Yeah.
There's the distinct smell. This is from your memory as you're describing it, not what you're currently experiencing.
Okay.
There's the faintest scent of ozone.
Oh. Ozone.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Mm. Smell of ozone.
What the hell would that even smell?
If you want to know what ozone smells like,
I know what it
it,
smells
it
like. I know
smells
what
like
ozone smells like. I mean, it would naturally occur after that. If I said there was rainstorms, it would naturally smell like that.
yeah. It's the faintest smell of gas for those wondering.
Mm-hmm. If you guys didn't know, ozone actually, because of its chemical compounds, has a very sweet smell to it, similar to clovers. But yeah, so 100% going to take a moment And yeah, she thinks a little more, and she's like, and that damn captain of ours didn't know when to quit. By the way, I am basing her off Ishmael. I love Moby Dick. I reread it recently. Very good story still.
Oh my! I fucking knew it. Moby Dick again, bro. I swear
Off.
to
You know
God.
this, but you know for a damn fact that I'm putting a different twist on it. But you know damn well that Moby Dick is it's one of the few books that actually deserves to be called an American classic.
I won't deny it. Okay.
Yeah. And
Any
so,
case,
yes,
Fair.
I know, but after she's done telling her fucking tale of woe, since apparently I don't have lore time. Fucking asking for characterization and you don't fucking want it. She's going to look at the two statues and just say, "So there, right? That's what you do in front of gods, right? I'm guessing that's what you are. You confess your sins. My sin is I was the only one to survive. So a bunch of people I cared about fucking bit it. Okay, there you go. Are you happy?"
there is only silence, a deafening silence.
Yo, those
You are
statues
He
should be
expecting an
crying right
answer.
now, bro.
You'll be sorely disappointed. But perhaps the silence is more than enough, because it's neither denial nor affirmation. Maybe that's what it will feel like in the future.
mm,
So, let's cut the scene there. Let's move over to Eris.
Who? Me?
You dumbass.
Shit.
if you I will throw a harpoon at the back of your head if you don't talk.
So, let me quickly describe.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I blanked out. I'm kind of checking my notes to see
Yeah,
what I was doing last time.
don't worry, don't worry. So, you went down to the parish. It's a particular hall not far from the main
To the
hall,
makeshift
where you encountered the
chapel.
priests, the crying man. You remember
Oh,
him?
yeah, I remember him. Helios, I believe.
Uh, yes, Helios. And he, let's just say, aimlessly questioned you. And no matter what answer you gave, it felt like nothing you said could reach him.
Yeah,
And
not
let's
even my
not forget
kid.
the part where he touched you, you kind of went ballistic and started beating him.
Bro didn't get asked for consent, bro.
After the
Disregarding.
introduction and the crazy things that have happened to you, from being thrown into the sea to being almost shot at after getting on board the ship, and shortly after getting stabbed, it is no surprise that you are on edge. But then a woman appeared. While she is beautiful, she is not a serene or exemplary beauty. She's more of a simplistic beauty.
Hmm?
And she introduced herself as Meryl Castillo. She was the one who talked to you about the meaning of a god. Do you remember that conversation where she talked to you about having faith? She told you that people have faith in a deity, not for the sake of the deity, but for themselves. Whether it be because they are afraid, because they are lonely, or because they have nothing else. Faith is a requirement for people to live. It is like nourishment. If people do not praise gods, they praise machines, especially in the current era of innovation. People have switched from esoteric beliefs to trust and faith into machinery. Wherever you go, humans require faith. And they talk to you about the meaning of a god. A god is not necessarily an entity who we encounter and begin worshipping, but rather it is because we are seeking to fill in that blank spot of emptiness that a god is created. Whether they are real or whether they are simply an idea, the fact remains that it gives people strength. That was what you lacked in understanding, because you are, shall we say, agnostic. Despite religious worship being quite a big thing in the current era, despite the fact that we are moving into an age of innovation, you seem to have a particular distaste for gods in general. Perhaps
Okay.
speaking from experience, who knows? In any case, this priestess, shall we say, has offered you a new way of looking at faith. Rather than seeking out and worshiping a deity, it is to have faith. And considering the circumstances you find yourself in, with the strange visions, the encounter with the supernatural, you probably have no choice but to have faith.
Huh.
If you become paranoid and stop trusting everyone around you, then it's likely you'll have a very, very misfortunate end. So, you and Meryl spent through the end of the last session. You spent time acclimating towards what you'll be doing in the parish. Your duties are actually quite simple. You see, prayers need to be offered to various relics. The way it works is like this. At sea, strange phenomena can take place once we reach the outskirts of human civilization, shall we say. If you try to sail beyond the traditional sea, you end up reaching a point where humans can't really tread. Many adventurers have tried, but all of them have gone missing or have died. It simply is not a habitat for people. In order to sail along these trenches, these borders, shall we say, strange powers are necessary, and priests have to be on every ship. The way they protect the ships is through the steam engine. The steam engines function off of prayers, spirituality of a person who has faith. Whether you believe in a deity or whatever else, that faith is transmitted into a relic. And that relic is used to create steam for the ship. That creates a sort of spiritual barrier that protects us from most supernatural phenomena you can encounter. It's a basis, shall we say. It's not perfect, and it doesn't make you invincible, but it's better than nothing. There's even a book that's given to you about spiritual practices when it comes to priests on ships. Now, you remember, reading is not allowed on the ship. They tell you this expressly. Unlike the other guys who tried to ask but didn't get an answer, Merrill gives you a direct answer as to why you can't read on the ship. The reason for it is because strange entities across the ocean use knowledge, a medium, as a way to infiltrate your mind. The way that people accept knowledge is actually quite simple. When you read, you open up your mind to new information. That opening can be exploited by these entities who will change the contents of your book to match something similar to themselves, and they will enter your mind and you will go insane. There's a lot more to it than that, of course, but that's the basic gist of it. Throughout this entire sermon, you learn a few things that right now are not important. They'll come up eventually, and when it does, I will tell you the rest. But for now, it's the basic operation of what your duties will be on the ship.
All right.
She tells you, after giving her long lecture, that the boatswain Silas is calling for you in the main hall. Before you leave, actually, she hands you one of her own personal relics. It's a shroud. You're welcome to it. You don't know what it does, but perhaps it might be useful someday. Is there anything you'd like to say to her?
I essentially give her a smile and thank her for the shroud.
Do not mention it, Aerith. This journey will not be an easy one for you. Thus, I have granted something that may aid you eventually. I hope to see you again, in one piece. Rather ominous, but she gives you a gentle smile. What the hell?
Well, you said One Piece.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, she gives you a gentle smile as she bids you farewell.
Alright. And then I will just, I guess, wave and depart, and I guess I'll head towards the main area I'm supposed to go to.
Yes, is there any particular thoughts you have about this? Anything you would like to express in character?
Well, the fact that I actually have notes on this finally. Essentially, she's kind of like considering what she's learned so far and learned about like what the role of a priest is supposed to do, and the fact that she's learned a little bit more than what she expected, and the fact that she has to be a little bit cautious around certain items, even though like some don't have to be an artifact. She's obviously she's been told about the book thing, and she's going to be a little bit more cautious about the idea of having a book around because you never know what book could get you.
Right.
But that's just the
Okay.
simplistic thoughts. In the end, she's also considering using this information to help her more than anything else. Even
Right.
relying on the means of how faith works in its own weird way.
Okay.
Though she does realize it will take time.
Right, of course. So, lastly, we have Ez. So, Auriella,
Aurelia.
in the last session, you visited Otto Morgan. You remember him, the Blackie?
Yes, I do. The only
So,
me of
we
all.
had a rather ominous scene to end the session last time where something from deep within artifact storage talked to him about something.
Don't forget, once
You know, it'd be a lot clearer if
past
we
was
had the
it 100
recording of that
years?
bit.
In the past 100 years is when the captain finally chose people. That one,
Yeah.
or 200 years.
No, it's been almost 100 years since he's
Yeah.
personally picked people again.
And we are those personally chosen. Hopefully.
Yeah. Now, this is not something you yourself witness.
Yeah, this is something Otto only did. Speaking from his almost
Yeah,
a
remember you
his
rolled luck for
representative.
this, and then yeah, and then I showed that last scene.
Yeah.
You don't know what he was talking to, and you don't know a lot of context there.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, it was from the captain through his representative to Otto Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Otto Morgan seems to have a relationship that is quite a lot different than the other boatsmen. Because he himself is not a boatsman, but he is one of the masters, yeah?
Yeah.
But he seems to share an interesting relation to the captain. I guess we'll explore that later on. So, what is it that you're doing? You have appeared on the gun deck. Keith, um, Odin, and DuPont are nowhere in sight.
Keith, Odin,
The gun deck is empty and barren.
Where was the last direction I had seen Logic's character go to?
He and you split off in the lower deck of the gun deck, where he went off to the forecastle, which is on the top deck of the ship. So he went back upstairs.
Okay. And where else could I go to from the gun deck?
Um, from the gun deck, you can go through a hall that leads back to the main hall. It's not that far away.
Now imagine if I went back down the stairs. That'd be great.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be. That would be.
Remember, there's two ways to go. First of all, you have the initial area when you go downstairs to the artifact storage, where where you and Otto Morgan were talking, and then from further below that, that's where that one conversation happened.
Damn, I said I was gonna go buck wild in this one.
How about I give you a helping hand? Do you remember the voice that told you the prophet has descended,
Oh,
seek them? Do you have any ideas about that?
I forgot about
Anything
that
you'd
one.
like to do?
You know, damn, I had a theory on this. Wasn't this the half thing? I figured it out.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Oh.
I mean, Salter's been getting visions,
Oh.
and there's talk of a prophet. It really is not that difficult to puzzle, my guy.
Yeah, I know.
You know, instead of focusing on the content of the message, aren't you curious about what the voice was about? Where did that voice come from? Because you heard a similar voice when you first entered that meditative state, that state of clarity. You do not yet know what to call it.
Oh, when we were in the other ship.
Yeah, when you entered cogitation. But that's
Yeah.
technically out of context. In character, you don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, well, yeah, in character, I know.
Anything? Nothing?
I'm trying to decide which route. I'm thinking too much on this one. It's been too long.
As we keep going, it'll come back to you.
Yeah. I want to try something. You know what? It's probably going to be on the complete opposite end. What's her name? Aurelia takes a few steps forward, but you know what? There was more than quite a few things that had actually picked their interest from down below. And a bit of a childish, almost interest to you further increase your knowledge on these things. She looked back at the door and went down them steps to where the artifacts were.
No way. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Okay. So, unlike the first time you entered, your mind has gotten a little bit used to the rather strange sounds and, shall we say, expressions of the relics here. While it's clear to you that a lot of these things are supernatural, a part of you is okay with that, surprisingly, despite all the crazy things you have witnessed in one day. Remember, you guys have not
One
gone to
day,
sleep.
yeah.
This is a one day. This is
I
one
know.
day.
I know.
Um, despite all these strange things that have occurred, surprisingly, you are probably the most calm out of everyone who's going through some sort of mental crisis. It almost feels natural to you. In fact, you actually feel relieved. It felt like you discovered a part of yourself that you've been missing your entire life. Not that that's very long.
About 5 years.
So, as you go down, the first floor of artifact storage is empty. Alto Morgan is not in sight. Now, curiously, one of the sealed boxes that have strange runes carved on them is open. Are you going to check what's inside?
Oh, I'm about to get Bago holding. I'm about to get Bago holding into.
Let's see if your memory is very good.
Oh,
Is that not what Otto opened at the end of his thing?
No. That was deeper into artifact storage, and he didn't open it. The voice came from down there.
you're about to get gaslit.
So, do you check what's inside the box? Come on, buddy. It's not that difficult of a choice. I promise.
No, it's super
I
difficult.
know. No, I know it's not, but I'm just like trying to fight the urges.
I'm just saying no. But you know, a wuss says no. I'm just saying.
I swear to God. I'm also trying to remember on what boxes were opened simultaneously.
All the other boxes are sealed. This is the only one that's open. And you
I know.
distinctly remember that this thing was not open when you came down here like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, do I want to run the ones with God?
Do it. Don't be a wuss.
Oh my god, bro.
Logic, are you awake?
I'm
Oh, yeah, make
not
sure
gonna
it's
do that
meant
yet. I'm
alive.
not gonna do that this early.
Okay, so as wuss
Without the
out.
side, with
I'm not at
What have you decided?
this point.
What have you decided? Come on now.
What happened?
you bastard.
What happened?
I was checking to see if you were awake.
Yes. I'm
I called him a wuss.
great.
You bastard.
He's okay.
Salty.
Come on, bro. Let's hurry it up. Let's hurry it up.
Okay, yeah, no, we gotta hurry up. It is late. It is late.
Yeah. Now run
I
away
want
from it.
to. And you said they're all boxes in the general vicinity. Can I just look around and see what is in my general vicinity?
Once again, artifact storage is a seemingly extremely long hallway. In fact, it feels very, very strange that such a hallway can even exist in the ship. I told you this before, but this place is a lot longer than it appeared on any sort of floor plan if you ever saw one. Because if you do the logistics right in your head, this entire area is about the size of half the damn ship, like in terms of length and width. So if this place was normal, this space alone would have taken the entire back and lower area of the ship. But the gun deck, the gun deck is already over a quarter, kind of like perpendicular to the main hull. So it is impossible for this entire space to be here. It would have been at least half its size.
Oh, damn. Okay. You know what? How far can she see forward?
You can see until the end of the hall, where the next
Okay,
door
no.
is. But that one is in chains. You are not opening that.
Given
If you want
a
to,
rather loud call out, she yells, "Sir Otto, by any chance, can you hear me?"
Quick moment here. Violet, your mic staticky again.
Oh, sure. Here, I'll mute.
Okay, so
Brains remembering other
there
people.
is no answer. Your voice echoes around the chat, but at the end of the day, nobody responds. Otto Morgan has very likely gone down to the lowest deck, and you are not sure if he can hear you.
And I can see chains on the outside that are locked specifically from the outside on my end.
There are chains technically going through the entire room, and they're all attached to the boxes. Think of it like a gigantic warehouse, except this warehouse has very special boxes and special containers with strange sigils on every one of the crates. There are a few things that are open, but they have chains around them. Like, for example, on the other end, you see the statue of what appears to be a man holding a severed head, and the entire statue is wrapped in the same chains that are around the door.
Oh my god, am I gonna do this?
And the only box that is open is the one that is kind of in the middle of the room, but because it's open and everything else is closed, it's immediately noticeable.
What?
Come on, Ez, take the bait. It is not that difficult.
Yeah, bro, you already know me at this point. I gotta figure out every angle with the lack of memory.
Gonna wuss out again?
Remember, there isn't really much you can do here. I mean, even if you knew what that was, how's that gonna help you?
All right, you know what? Screw it. Let's go. Let's run the ones. I'm gonna grab the box. However, I'm gonna look. However, Aurelia is gonna grab the box. However, despite the oddities she came across so far, she decides to not look within the box, but outright close it with her own hands.
You close it,
I close
and
it.
as soon as you put on the latch, it
No,
unlatches again.
she just closes it. She doesn't latch it, but she closes it with her hands to see what goes forward.
Once you close it, it just opens back up again.
No matter how hard she's struggling, it will not close, or every time it closes, it will open.
Every time you try to close it, even if you try to put something on top of it, as soon as you blink, it's gone and the box is open again.
Gaslighting box.
Okay. You know what?
Just fight it.
No. You know what she does? She gets this box and she walks over towards the chain door.
I want you to know this is not a small box. It's about the size of your body, bro. You are not lifting that, and it's chained to the floor. It's chained to the floor.
Okay. So now I'm gonna have a different envisioning of it then. Never mind. I swear to God, this is a mimic, bro. I swear to God.
Just do it, bro.
Is there? Okay, every single box is chained, right?
Every single thing, yeah. Bro, it is not that deep, buddy.
I just
I can
don't want to
promise
hop
you
in.
It's
out of
I don't
probably
want to
character.
not
hop in there.
I
dangerous.
can promise you out of character, you're not gonna have a Salter moment.
Yeah, I doubt it. Mystic wants you to do it really
You
badly.
know what?
So I think
You
you'll be
know what?
fine.
He doesn't have to, but it would be nice.
You know what? Despite the absolute curiosity, despite
Don't
the
you dare wuss out.
both you guys are bastards. Both of you guys are bastards for this one. Okay.
Bro, I don't know what's in the box.
That's why you caused a disaster, buddy.
Hey, it's that guy's fault for looking in my mind after I looked into his mind, you know, and then looked into mine because of that. Even though I looked in his eyes, it's his fault.
Okay, can I roll an intelligence check?
What are
Just
you? Okay, let me
look.
ask you something. Hold on, let me ask you something important. What is it you're trying to find out about this box?
I'm trying to find out about this box is, for one,
Or just use your brain to tell if it's dangerous
I'm
or
not
not.
trying to peer into it, but I'm trying to figure out on why it keeps opening. Whether I'm looking at the latches itself, whether I'm looking at the hinge or the what do you call those things? They're like on both ends of the thing. They kind of hold the box open. I don't know what they're called.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Whether it's looking at
The
those
hinges?
or not necessarily. Hinges are on the back.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
Whether it's looking at various things like that, that's not inside the box.
Bro, I'm just gonna say it, bro, but you're being a wuss right now.
I want to hop in the
Okay.
box.
I
Bro.
know you
I
want
want
to.
to hop in the box.
All right, you know what? Why don't you? So you want to check the box to see why it keeps opening? Is
Yes.
that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Roll me intelligence.
Okay. 1d 100 1d10. Is it slash 1d10? It's been a while.
Slash roll 1d100 plus 1d10.
Yeah.
Slash roll 1d100 plus. Okay, it's plus. There we go. I
Remember,
want
no
to
space.
hop in a box. I want to hop in a box, brother. Command not
Slash
found.
R.
Oh.
Why did you at it? It's slash
I wanna
R,
hop
and
in the
then
box.
you type in
I wanna
what
hop
you.
in the box.
There you go.
71.
73.
I won. Oh yeah, 73. I won.
Okay. While you're inspecting the box, it is impossible not to pay attention to the runes surrounding the box.
Oh.
As you're trying to search for a reason behind why the latch keeps opening, you can't help but keep having your attention drawn by the runes. Roll me willpower.
Hang on, by the what? By the what you said?
Roll me willpower.
No. Before that, like I can't
It's the
keep
runes,
my.
bro.
Yes, every time you kept looking at the latch, your eyes kept darting back to the runes.
Swear to God, I should have just left. 40. That is.
Is it hard success? What's your stat? Your intelligence? Again?
Oh, my middle is completely 40.
Oh, that's a hard success. Nice. Okay, so here's the deal, yeah. As you're looking at these
Hang on, wait.
runes,
Hang on, so I got a 36-4. What does that equal again?
that's wait, hold on, no, that's so 36 would be 40 plus 4, 44. That's above, I think.
40.
Yeah, it's above.
Okay, so that's a regular success then.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, it's not a problem. It's the same outcome either way.
Okay.
Yeah. So, as you're focusing on the runes, there is something itching the back of your mind. It almost feels like something is scratching your head from the inside. And the world's colors start twisting
Oh
as
no.
you enter your meditative state. We know it as cogitation, but to you, this is the second experience you've had of this.
Oh God.
Now, everything around you is bleak. It almost feels like the room you're standing in is infinite in size. You can't tell where one color begins and the other ends. The only thing that you can distinguish are what you know to be the chains. They're wrapped around every single one of the colors in this room, in this place, shall we say. Imagine for a second that you have landed in a world straight from an abstract painting where there's only colors. There is no structure, there is no foundation, there is no up, there is no down, there is no left, there is no right. You're merely floating in a world of colors. The only tangible thing are those chains, which seem to lock around every single one of those colors, with one exception. Where it is you're standing, if you can even call it standing, there is a crack. The chains do not cover that particular area. There is no need for you to try to ignore it because it's the only thing that your mind can even focus on at this point. Sensory overload, they call it.
I gotta
So,
hop in the box.
you want to guess what's in the box?
Swear to God, if it's a mimic, bro, and I hop in there,
Why would you
It's not.
hop in there anyway?
Because
why not?
Why not?
Um,
Do it.
You're like a cat.
let me just dash your hopes right now.
It's a
Let me
mimic.
just dash your hopes. Inside of the box, there is only one small item. An item that's about the size of your palm. What do you think it is? Make a guess.
Dick.
Bruh.
Peak fiction.
Size of my palm. Why do I feel like it? It's not a quill or anything stupid like that, right? It's not a monocle. Oh, well, no, he already got the monocle. Never mind.
It's probably a necklace or a $5 bill. Or in size case, maybe a dildo.
The mystic left.
Yeah, I was
he
waiting.
lost faith.
Okay, there he is.
There he is.
Okay, there he is. I was waiting for him to come back.
Hello, hello, hello,
Yeah,
hello.
Sorry.
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We made
yeah,
40
sorry.
guesses while you disappeared. Guess which one we
Don't
was.
worry.
Don't tell me it's a quill,
So,
bro. Is it a quill?
no, it's not.
Okay,
It's not.
okay, thank you.
It's a
Is it a
cube.
golden coin?
Interestingly enough. No. It's a cube.
Cube?
A
Damn.
cube.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound familiar?
Oh. Yo, are you trying to reference this off another series, bro? Like Harry Potter? We
Cube.
got the
Cube.
cloak.
Wait, what's his face's
Like a
dead?
little cube.
Well, quote unquote dead friend.
That's for you to find out.
Yin has the Elder Wand, aka a gun. I'm starting to notice a reference here.
Of interest, the cube.
Screw it. We pick up the cube and let's burn it. Let's burn
As
it.
soon as you touch it, all the runes on the box disappear. And on your hand, there is a small dot. That dot is marked one for one with a dot on the cube. The cube is red, completely red, but in the center of one of the sides, there's a black dot. That's all.
So on my hand is a black dot, and on the cube there's a black dot.
Yes. By the way, as soon as you touch the cube, all the colors disappear, and your sight returned to you as normal.
Say unintercogitation. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I want you to know. I need you to do me a Constitution roll.
Yeah, for sure. I figured that was coming.
We get the
Once again, forcefully entering cogitation is not good for you.
Hey, give her some bonus since she's young. It's 28. Damn. 28. Damn.
That's a success, isn't it? Wait, hold on.
Wait. No, I'm sorry.
You have
23,
It's a 25.
25.
yeah. Isn't your
This is
your
a hard
con like
success.
30, bro? No, isn't your con like 30?
Oh, my constitution? Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, 35. So it's a success, yeah. A
Damn,
regular
I'm
for 100.
surprised you made that. Wow.
Wow.
Through
I-
sheer
so.
force of through
Damn,
sheer force of grit, your body, despite the fact this is your second time entering cogitation, not to mention it was a forceful activation, your survival instinct acting to protect you. Despite the fact that you're bleeding from your eyes and are probably going to cough out blood in 2 seconds, you remain completely fine. That's crazy.
Just,
Honestly,
just completely fine.
fucking
No matter
rad
what,
tent.
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Even though there's blood
You're
coming
just
from my eyes.
you're just preparing to spit it out. There's no pain. There's no discomfort. It's almost like you're just spitting out saliva after having a distasteful meal.
Ugh.
Wow, rather
Ugh.
discourteous there
Ugh.
from a fallen noble.
Oh,
What
what was that? Oh, that tasted rather nasty. I don't think I ever tasted such thing in my life. Cause she, yeah. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. Okay. So there is an instinctual understanding. This thing is now latched onto you. You are a lot smarter than Saria in the main campaign because you realize that no matter how many times you throw this thing away, it is likely to probably be on your person when you least expect it.
Screw you. Screw you.
You decide
Dirty
it's probably a good idea to get out of here as fast as possible because you have no way to explain any of this to Otto Morgan.
What if I don't?
Are you seriously gonna stay there?
Do it. Gamble. Hey, you've gotten lucky so far.
You know what? Her childish bravado at this point, despite her, shut up. Her childish bravado at this point had already run out, despite all the various things she had seen today. Her mind, in an extremely childish manner, was quite worn out. At this point, who left?
I don't know.
Who left?
Violet.
Violet.
Oh, brother. Okay. In a standard manner, had ran quite out the bit of energy. Even though she did want to stay and further explore other things, she just did not have the energy to. So she haggardly stepped up the stairs
So what's out?
to climb back up to the gun deck.
CNN?
Yep, scene end. She's climbing up back up the stairs.
Okay.
Alright. So
So
it's
now it's Kamasu. Kamasu still here? Don't die on us,
Says-
buddy.
and I
Don't pull a
got
launch.
disconnected, my bad.
Kamasu,
Kamasu, bro.
black boy, Blackie,
You're muted, bro.
black dude.
Please don't tell me he got logic, bro.
The dork boy.
I mean, he's just like
he
Logic in the sense of falling asleep.
I mean, he has the habit of falling asleep. I don't know why we didn't start with him second.
Yeah.
We'll do first, and him
Oh
second,
my
and
God.
Logic, and then the rest.
I didn't expect the other two scenes to take that long, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think I was gonna take
Oh,
that
he's
long
here,
either.
he's here,
But I just start
he's
really
here.
thinking about it too much.
Okay,
Hi,
come on, your
Rabbit
turn, your turn.
King is here.
Guess what?
All right,
your
your
turn.
turn.
What?
Have you been paying attention?
Yeah. This nigga
No,
called
Okay,
me.
that sounds like a no.
Oh my god, he didn't.
I mean, I'm eating. What do you want me to say?
Well,
I'm eating something.
Yo, by the way,
I'm sorry,
keep
I'm
in
sorry, I'm
mind,
sorry.
come on,
Never
so
mind,
we
never mind.
are recording, so every time you say an offensive slur, it is always in recording. Ask Ez.
I've said them countless amount of times.
I've
We
noticed.
are in the
Filter, don't let me
It
say
doesn't
more
matter.
slurs. I'll say a lot of
It
slurs.
doesn't
I know you will.
matter. Let's
So what were you saying,
get
Miss?
back on track, guys. It's your turn. It's your turn. We're gonna cut over to your scene. Okay?
All right.
So you are, as you have chosen, a detective working for the local Nightwalker Squadron. Now, here is something interesting. You are officially police. Part of the police force for Saint Agnes, which is an island belonging to the Antares Alliance. They are one of the world powers in the same sense as Intis, Fasak, and Loen. Um, if I were to give you a brief description, the Antares Alliance is sort of like the Caribbean in a way.
Mm-hmm.
They are basically a bunch of island nations that have formed together to make sort of I guess you could say one crowning country. Anybody part in that region of the sea who is not a part of their alliance is shunned, and they don't get any resources whatsoever. So you're basically almost peer pressure to join the Antares Alliance. And in recent years, you know that they have been trying to go to war with Intis and Loan, especially right after the Opium War has ended. Now, the Opium War is a title that it will later get once historians document everything. For you, it just seems like a very silly scuffle between two countries who are literally screwing over the populace. Your thoughts on this are very direct. Even though you're a crooked cop, you're not in the smuggling business, and you want to keep your hands away from that dirty stuff that destroys people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now, St. Agnes, as you know it, is a relatively small island. There is only one real, if you want to call it that, a city with about 10,000 to 15,000 people living there. It is, at the end of the day, a port city. Um, if you go deeper into the island to the other edges, you just have a bunch of fishing hamlets and small villages, not anything that you can call like part of the industrial revolution kind of era, the Victorian era. Something you could be proud of and call a city instead of a town. Now, one of the biggest trades for St. Agnes is um, the produce of sugarcane and tobacco. This is important.
Mm-hmm.
See, a few years ago, the Merchant Guild have essentially taken people as slaves from the southern continent. The southern continent are the people who believe in the god of death and are fairly more esoteric in comparison to deities worshipped in the northern continent.
Hello?
Now, these people are basically
Yes, we
yeah,
hear
we can
you.
hear
We
you.
hear you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry about that.
These people who have darker skin colors are treated as less than human. Not everybody is on board with slavery, but nobody is truly acting against it. Um, in fact, it is not really impossible to see a person of color who has reached some important imperial position in, for example, let's say the Lowen Kingdom, which in this story is basically like, England. So, despite the fact that they can't, just because of their color, they aren't frowned upon in the same sense as anybody else. They can reach positions of power if they're talented enough. But it's just in certain places there are people with a particular ideology against them. Not because of their skin color per se, but it's because they're from the southern continent, which is kind of seen as like a place of barbarians, not like us civilized people.
Mm.
So it's usually their mannerisms that people frown upon instead of just their skin color. But usually, skin color is attributed to the barbarian. So if people see somebody who's like brown or black, as you say, they're going to assume that they're probably like a barbarian from the southern continent. Doesn't always have to be the case, but that's just the assumption they make, like a stereotype. So you're part of the main police force. I say main because there are other departments, but because the city is not really that big and there isn't really as much crime as you'd like to think there is. The biggest crime you can actually do in terms of Saint Agnes is illegal importation of goods that shouldn't be here, like trying to trying to bring in produce to plant on the plantations without any sort of commission or permission from the House of Lords, which is like the nobles of the Lowen Kingdom. Saint Agnes is in a very special position in comparison to other islands. That position being that they are a colony nation of the Lowen Kingdom, but they're in the territory of the Antares Alliance. So you get most of your stuff from other island nations that are imported, but technically speaking, you're a colony of Lowen. And every year, at least 40% of the crops have to be brought to the, or I guess you should say, given to the Lowen nation. That is basically the price for being an independent nation, quote unquote.
I see.
Make sense? You can determine how it is your character feels about that. Since you were born on St. Agnes, this is your homeland. This is where you were born and probably where you're going to die if nothing goes well for you. Now, there are a few things to note. First of all, um, recently there has been tell of cultists who have been raiding various islands in the borders of the Antares Alliance. Now, cultists are a bit of a strange subject for you because most people in the world don't know about the supernatural powers beyond the veil. You, as a detective, are a little bit more aware. See, there is a station, the main station that you work at is actually in charge of supernatural incidents that take place on the island. So you are aware of the supernatural. You know that there are forces in this world that you cannot understand, and you know the dangers of these so-called entities and forces. Now, I will give you context as we go through your character stuff and when it's important. So for now, we'll just have to bear with that much. Now,
All right.
the head of the police station, a man called Philip K. Dick.
K Dick is
Yeah, I know.
crazy.
Yeah, uh-huh. He is the chief of your police station, and he's calling you in on a very special case.
That being,
Well, you gotta go talk to him, bro.
I'll go talk to him.
Okay, so let me be a bit more specific here. Um, just recently, you have solved a case relating to a missing girl. Okay?
Uh-huh.
She basically, according to the people from the fishing hamlet, which is one of the towns outside, villages, I guess, outside the borders of the port area, they reported that one of their sorry, give me a second. One of
Wait.
the girls of their villages has gone missing in the forest. Now, this is not really that big of a case, but considering that there is hints of cult activity in the area, they have basically asked you to investigate that particular case. Now, you've decided that this is a closed case because you couldn't find the girl. In fact, when you interviewed the people of the fishing hamlet, they didn't even know who you were talking about. So you assume that somebody has to be doing some sort of, I don't know, some sort of misconduct or whatever else kind of prank you could pull on a police station. But the fact that it got so far that they asked you to do all this seems a little bit suspicious. Now, either this is a case of negligence or somebody is covering something up. You aren't too certain about it. You plan to investigate more, but that's off the record. For now, if there really is somebody who is behind this whole thing, you think it's better if you officially close the case so that they think you're done with that. And then while you're investigating other cases, you can look into what kind of activity is going down in those fishing hamlets. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're coming back and you've just filed a report of the closed case, um, the secretary has basically called you in and told you that the police chief Philip wants to see you about a new case.
All right. I'll go.
So, as you enter the room, it's very clean, it's very orderly, very spacious. In fact, you wonder if your boss doesn't just live here. Because certainly this room is about the size of your entire house. Now, that's not saying much considering you live in a very small port city, but hey, this kind of luxury is a little bit much, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
As soon as you step in, you're just assaulted by the smell of smoke and tobacco. Honestly, you wish your boss would just stick it. Where? You should ask him that yourself.
Mm.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, isn't it like, boss, every as much as it's a great pleasure to see you every day, sometimes being bombarded by the smell of smoke isn't that nice, pleasant to come to your nose when first thing you open a door.
As you say that, he took a massive gulp of water as he looks up from his newspaper, faintest hint of curiosity. Ah, Ario, just the man I wanted to see. Hey, quit that nonsense talk, man. Listen, we really don't have that much important stuff happening. You cannot blame a man for taking a smoke. Besides, I have to smoke here. If I did it at home, my wife would kill me. Show some understanding, will you? You're a man too, aren't you?
That I am, sir, but I'm not married.
How old are you?
Wimp.
Don't you think it's about time to settle down? Listen, man, this is what you get for being too picky.
Pick. Uh, or my my star is having a line. That's what it say.
Ever the romanticist, aren't you? Well,
Eh.
you'd think a detective would be more jaded. But I guess in this boring town, there really isn't much to worry about, is there?
Besides getting shot at,
I mean, what do you expect?
truly nothing really. But
Anyway,
what you call me
let's cut the
for?
small talk and be a little bit more serious. Well, I just got a report from a big shot.
Ooh.
Something about Erebus Prison. Tommy, do you know about that place?
I think I recall its name.
It should sound familiar. It's a place where they lock up the craziest of the crazy loonies. You know, international criminals, crimes against humanity, and all that.
I see. Gotta be a sick person who always end up somewhere like that, right?
Anyway, some guy. Wait, hold on, give me a second. I'm dying.
Smoking too hard, mister.
No, it's not the smoke. I choked on my spit. Jesus Christ. All right, okay, let's continue. Yeah, some guy by the name of Leon Gutenberg sent me a letter.
Gutenberg. Hmm.
Probably another bourgeois noble. You know how those guys can be.
True.
Anyway, they had a very interesting report to make. Apparently, they have confirmed activity of beyonder nature coming from our island. How they know this? I don't know. Probably one of those
Odd.
silly relics of theirs. But they are sending a team of investigators. I do not know who these people are, but officially, they are a team sent from Erebus. Probably another one of their high-end machinery hive minds. In any
Ah,
case, those big shots are coming here to see what's happening on our island. Now,
so
I don't need to
nothing.
be the one to tell you how bad this is for our rep.
Makes us look incompetent, and you even worse, boss. If you think about it, they really want to blame it all on you. Although we could blame it on the lower, you could blame it on the lower members, but at the same time, it's kind of hard when you have to train them anyway. So what do you
Now's
want
not
me
the
to do
time to be
about
pointing blame. The facet of an excellent man is to be able to solve anything no matter what. Isn't that what your mother used to say?
it? My mother said many things. Some things were not right, others were varied, and some she kind of sounded crazy at points.
Well, whatever the case, those guys are set to appear here tomorrow morning. They're going to be staying down at the local dorm house. Now, I should tell you this, but you're going to have to be the one to show them around. I can't really trust anyone else besides you.
This is why you should have a secretary, sir.
No, no, no. I'm not talking about that kind of showing around. I'm talking about the kind that deals with cult activity. Now, listen, I'm
Mm.
all for trusting in our people. I doubt any crazy ritual sacrifices happening here, but if these guys have found something that we've missed, I gotta hear them out. Even though it might be crazy, we have to do something about this. Who knows? Worst case scenario, we end up being wrong. Best case scenario, this whole thing was one silly misunderstanding and we can sweep it under the rug.
And worst case, and in
An
the worst case,
investigation,
it's our fault.
yeah, exactly. Now, I want you to go take them. Wait, hold on. I'm fucking blanking. Hold on. I want you to be the one to meet them down by the docks. We can't have these guys have a terrible impression of us. You know how these guys are.
They should really start. They shouldn't expect someone to give them a handout every time they want to go somewhere. But fine.
Yeah. By the way, he leans in a little bit closer to you, almost whispering as he says,
I'll lean in.
I managed I managed to get permission for that one weapon to be used. Who knows? If cultists are really abound, it seems like the best excuse to use it, don't you think?
Potentially. Out of character, Mister. What is
Now,
this
what
divine weapon he speaks
now,
of?
yeah, now what he's talking about is, as you are technically a, um, kind of affiliate of the official Beyonder organizations. Now, Beyonders is the name for people who have gained supernatural powers in one sense or another, right? The churches and stuff like that are technically their own organizations, but under each of the churches, you have kind of like their own personal investigators and police officers and such, and they mingle with the rest of the nation. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. In the Lowen Kingdom, you have three main gods, right? You have the god of steam and machinery, the goddess of the moon, and then you have the what's his face, the goddess of harvest and fertility. Now, these three are the main deities worshipped um, in the Lowen Kingdom, and each of them has their own organization. Now, the goddess of the moon has the Nightwalker Squadron. Though they kind of act as police forces across various nations, and those Beyonders kind of mingle with like normal people as a cover up, and you are technically an affiliate of something called the Machinery Hive Mind.
I see.
Yeah. Now, the Machinery Hive Mind is very specifically an organization underneath the god of steam and machinery. So, so essentially, you're worshippers of like technology and stuff like that in a way. Now, it doesn't. You don't have to be religious, technically speaking, but as a you're a part of that organization. You have access to um, very crazy supernatural steampunk technology, which you can't really show in public. And you need a very special permission to use them. And seeing as there might be cult activity in the port city, this is as good as time as any to be able to use some of that technology. Now, as a detective, you have quite the fascination for steampunk relics and such, which is why you would happen to know what the hell the Erebus prison is. Because the Erebus prison is where the strongest members of the machinery hive mind, at least publicly, are stationed. They're the ones with crazy steampunk guns and technology and stuff like that. For the other members, you should remember when you were at the prison, you had like those guards with like insanely futuristic steampunk technology. Yeah, it's those guys.
Ah,
Yeah. So we have that going for us. Is there anything else you'd like to say to Philip?
well, let's see. Actually, seeing as you brought up prospects for getting married, what were your standards when you wanted to go for your wife, boss?
Really? That's what you have to ask?
Ah, get myself something about while I'm out there.
Well, if you must know, I wasn't the one who approached her. She approached me,
Oh, a bold lady,
practically
huh?
tied me to the altar there.
Sounds like you like a woman more bold. Or was she just the one that cocked up?
We did grow up together, but at the end of the day, I felt that is, if I didn't agree to her proposal, I might have ended up dead. Women can be quite terrifying, Ario.
As they say, nothing more dangerous than the advice of a woman, am I right?
Yeah, so dangerous you might end up stabbed in the.
Although
What?
if I get a wife, I hope she is not as dangerous as yours. I want to wake
You
up
and
and
me
not
both,
know.
brother.
I want to wake up and not know I'm probably dead. Don't need to see God right
Indeed,
now.
indeed. So, is there anything else you need from him, like any files, a list of who the hell's coming, or
Yeah,
what
I'm about to
else?
ask. I need to know who's coming. List of what they actually talk. Have you found anything themselves besides anything else they're talking about, or anything similar? Along with who's the actually the files should already explain who's the highest ranking official there coming with them.
Well, Ario, technically speaking, these guys are covert ops. They're not meant to be public, so they won't be appearing in any official method. It's
I know.
likely they'll just they'll arrive at the docks as simple travelers or perhaps tourists. We do not have that much information on them. I only have a list of names and their general appearance. It said that you'll recognize them on the spot. You wanna know what the craziest thing is?
What?
One of the members of the delegation is a 10-year-old child. Can you believe this?
Wasn't that cute?
No, really?
Bruh.
Why didn't they
When I saw the report, I almost thought they were joking.
I didn't realize they forced child labor.
You kind of cut out for me. What did you say? Is anybody else hearing this, man?
I can hear him, but he's kind of muffling himself.
Oh,
For me, he's cutting in and out.
I didn't realize they employed child labor.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Yes.
Child labor.
Oh, did you hear
Reminds
him,
me of
Mystic?
those Easterners. But, well,
Yeah.
that's of no great import. They said children are a lot more sensitive to the flow of beyonder characteristics than adults. Perhaps they have a very good reason for bringing a child along. Still, that's quite distasteful.
And a pain to deal with.
Indeed. So then, is there anything else you need? Because I'm about to take a nap.
Bruh.
Just give me the rookie. Just give me a neck. Just give me one. Oh, I think I have everything I need.
All right. See yourself out.
All right. Hey, boss. Say what if I say hello?
Sure, I will.
I'll walk out. Oh, so I'll walk out. But yeah, I'll be back, Mystic.
Now, for
I
some,
mean,
yeah, don't worry about it. Now, for some context for everyone here, Philip and Ario have they have a friendship. It isn't merely just a boss and their subordinates. In private, they can be rather casual with each other, but in any sort of official setting, they will speak politely and with tact, shall we say.
I'm gonna shoot him.
So we cut over to the main hall where everybody is gathered now. I need everybody to roll check. Come on.
I'm here
Hello.
against my
All right,
will.
roll check.
Hello.
We got
Logic.
mommy here. We got
Yeah,
mommy.
Logic.
me.
We're
Logic.
by the Heather scene.
Hello.
By the
I'm
Heather
still
scene.
here. I'm still here.
Probably should have gone.
Yes, what's up?
Alright, now logic.
Okay,
Okay, Logic.
asleep. He
Oh
told
my
me he's gonna
God.
fall asleep. He told me he's gonna fall asleep in the session.
Alright.
Oh my, this fucking bastard.
Logic. Wakey.
Yeah,
Eggs and
mommy.
bakey.
Hey, mommy. You already had your session, your moment.
Hmm?
You already had your moment. When the hell did I miss that?
Very
Let's
beginning.
go Shadowheart this time.
In the very start.
We're not picking Shadowheart.
Shut.
I
I heard. By the way, I just
Okay.
heard. Yes, go on, Mystic.
Okay,
You
so
Okay.
yeah, in the main, fuck Logic.
Wait, what?
In the main hall, we have Silas. He's standing with a few papers in his hand, waiting for everyone to show up. As soon as you all enter the hall, he starts talking and he says, well, it's about time to give you a report on what it is exactly you'll be doing once you leave the ship. Before we start, are there any
You
questions?
can tell me what to do.
You didn't look up which options?
Any questions? Anybody?
There were none.
Anybody?
I have
Anybody?
none because I don't want to get shot.
Okay.
So,
Hang on real quick. So we're all of us are gathered up in this singular area, right?
Yeah, everybody. Only you
Okay.
guys. No other random crew members. All players.
Okay.
Except
okay.
Kamasu, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah,
except,
he's doing his own
Logic.
thing.
Well, yeah, and Kamasu.
And Logic is currently, unconscious until we wake him up.
Okay, the slightly tired young girl. She gives off a bit of a yawn. Hey, apologies for my rudeness. I am a bit tired currently, but what else can you tell me about this island? Is there any historical significance to this?
Well, the island you're going to is called St. Agnes. Technically speaking, it's a colony of the Lone Kingdom. Politically speaking, it's forced to be an ally of the Antares alliance. Now, all that is merely semantics. Any historical record about the island you can find on the island itself. I recommend a visit to the library. Perhaps there you'll find all your answers. Reading on this ship is not recommended.
Hmm.
Out of childish curiosity. And why must I not? Even if I take a book from the island and I read it on the ship, is that still not recommended?
Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of something called a heart demon?
Oh, what?
You cut out what?
A heart demon.
Heart demon. Not that I personally can recall at the moment.
Anybody want to try rolling for it?
What's
This is an education
well,
roll, by the way.
an education roll? I
you know,
want to see what I
just let me
have.
roll for the damn thing. Say it's a late memory. Let me roll for the goddamn thing.
I can roll for it too. I have my,
Okay, you do.
yeah.
I mean, everybody that wants to be in the loop can do it.
Yeah.
Doesn't just have to be it.
Okay. Let me.
Okay, I can say I remember it later.
1d100 plus 1d10.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta also allow the Discord to see. Okay. Hopefully, I get a good one. Hey, I get to know.
Damn.
24.
Okay, you succeeded.
I'm cooked.
I won.
You got a 58.
It's education.
Yeah,
Yeah.
education.
Okay, so regular success. So regular success caused me to remember later. How about that? Because in the current moment, I don't remember. I already said it. So
No, it's going to be one of those things where you're like, wait a second, heart demon? That sounds familiar. And then your realization. So let me quickly explain to you. Both of you succeed.
All right. Cool.
So a heart demon is actually, interestingly enough, contextually speaking, it's talking about an archetype of demons you'll find in fairy tales. You know?
yep.
So if you've read any fairy tales ever, you'll notice that there's always some sort of spiritual bad guy. Some sort of lesson to be
I'm
learned,
guessing
yeah?
a heart demon, literally in the fairy tale device, is a demon born of necessity, basically to create conflict or to satiate a whim of other people. Basically, the god hand from Berserk. Yo, things are bad for me. There must be some other force at work. Therefore, it exists.
That's not an inaccurate way of viewing it, I suppose. But in actuality, a heart demon is, at the end of the day, just an obstacle. Consider it to be an obstacle given a physical form. People meet all kind of obstacles in their life, whether it be physical ones, mental ones, emotional ones, whatever. Whatever conflict people find in their life, the type of conflict that betters you as a person, that makes you stronger, that conflict is given the form of what's called as a heart demon. It's an archetype, if you will. Now, you won't just find it in fairy tales. Fairy tales is just the most obvious place you'll see them because they have a physical form. In any sort of literature books, you'll find it in the conflict between characters, emotions, and whatever else is occurring. So, technically speaking, you all know what a heart demon is. What you don't understand is why he brought that up. Perhaps you can hazard a guess. Anybody want to guess?
Hmm.
Could be in the faith department.
I would wager for the person or to the connectivity that the individual reading would have to the book.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it has something to do with something about the writer and
It
then
could
the
be.
reader connecting to each other.
It could also just be the belief that it may exist or something in its own weird way.
Yeah, I can see that too.
What about you, Sai?
You did the big sigh. You did the big breath in.
Repeat the question.
Why do you think he brought up heart demon?
Because I'm gonna think about it and just simply say there's Catherine. I'm guessing that one of them is involved. By the way, Mystic, just so you know, she has like a little flask with her that she filled up with that wine that she found. Just well, like one last cup or maybe 3. And she's gonna crack it open right in front of him. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna look at Silas. She's gonna look at Silas right in the face. She takes a swig.
Bro, don't care.
Wow, you know what's crazy? I didn't think you'd be that open about it. So, as soon as you take a swig, he looks at you curiously. At first, it was with disinterest, but then there was a glint in his eye. He seemingly, as soon as you blink, he's right in front of you, holding the hand that's holding the flask,
That's
and he
mine.
brings it. Hold on, he brings it up to his face and smells the wine.
Cooked.
So, how much attention is Catherine paying to this man right now?
Catherine's first off, she's pretty pissed fucking off. She's paying very much attention to him. The little shit.
He does not even seemingly recognize you in this moment. And he starts muttering to himself. Incoherently. Here's the thing, right?
I know the booze is good.
Me.
Get your fucking own.
Is anybody standing next to Catherine or standing relatively close?
No, bro.
Hey, you know what? Screw it. I'm within close vision. How about that?
You know what? I'm ready to get cooked. I got this.
Both of you? Like, both
throw
of you
me in.
Okay.
Variables.
Let's run the
Don't worry, Ezzy. I'm gonna get shot. I'll take the bullet for you.
This isn't. Don't worry. It's not.
I'm cooked.
While he's muttering, all of you can do rolls to see if you understand what he's muttering about.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
We're cooked.
Intelligence.
Intelligence? Oh, ooh, I have a good chance.
Yeah.
I have a good chance too.
Don't fail me now, baby.
Okay. I need a.
Simon, you want to roll for it? See if you understand.
Come on, baby, don't screw
What
me
am I
now.
rolling? Intelligence?
Right.
Intelligence. Yeah.
What?
Hey!
That's a
22.
Remember,
fucked.
this is an optional choice, and depending on your.
I'm fucked.
Thing.
Wait, so did I get a 20 or a 30?
Bro.
You got it. 23.
No, that's me. I'm cooked.
No,
that was hard.
I mean mine. Mine's above.
That's a 40.
Above 22.
That's a 40.
Oh shit!
So I got a 40.
Wait.
The 10 counts as a 0.
Let me check real quick.
74.
Then
isn't yours like 75?
Yes, I got 75. I got it. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Okay,
Dude,
so
that's
did I get a 40? Did I get a? It's an intelligence check, and I got 40.
Yeah, I already said.
Okay, I got a medium success.
The 10 doesn't increase.
Wait, hold on. Which one is yours?
As is the 37.
Mine is
10.
Yeah, the 47, the 3710, 3710.
All right. Oh yeah, that's 40.
Yeah.
For those of you wondering,
so I got a medium success.
Whenever you get a roll of 10,
yeah.
Whenever you roll a 10 on the 1d10 dice, that counts as a 0.
Yeah. I got a hard success.
Okay.
I'm cooked, boys. I'm cooked.
All right. So
I think Ezzy also got
my intelligence is 80, 40, 16, so I got a medium success.
Oh, you got the middle area too?
Yeah, that's a hard success. Yeah.
All right, we're cooked.
Perfect. Let's
go.
Cooked. I don't care how.
Violet, do you also want to be standing close? Do you also want to be standing close so you can hear the muttering? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
All right, roll one.
Okay, then roll intelligence too. You have the same status side, so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What was it?
1d100 plus 1d10.
The black man left.
Wait, yeah, so I got a success too, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a success. Yeah.
I like the narrative of your third personing yourself. That's good.
Oh wait, I messed that up. How do you?
Slash R.
Yeah, slash R.
Okay, my
I did
bad.
the same thing. Don't worry.
It's all right. Ez added the bot.
Okay.
He made it clear.
It didn't work.
You added an equal sign.
Oh shit! I keep messing it up. Oh my goodness.
Just copy the first one. And
Take your time.
I know. I mess it up.
Take your time.
Right.
I'm not rolling for you. I'll ruin my next roll.
This still doesn't work. Okay. How about I just...
It's a slash, and then you see the slash roll, you tap on that, and then you put it inside the small bracket box.
I am dumb. My apologies.
It's okay. You're in my presence.
Yeah, it happens.
I hope I'm doing this right. Okay.
Yeah. You're
No!
cooked. That's a fail.
No!
Don't tell me I fail.
That's a
No.
90, bro.
No, that's a critical fail.
Yeah,
Oh.
you failed.
Well, that's known.
Hey,
Tutorials on
Wait.
how to fumble.
Wait, it's not a critical fail yet. It's not a critical.
It's
It's
a hard
literally
I'm
90.
not
That's normal.
fail.
If it
What
had
do you
been
mean?
91,
Okay, go ahead.
It's a 90.
What's gonna happen to me?
Nothing.
if it was 91, it would be critical fail. This is just a normal.
oh my god.
I just don't think you can understand what he jibber jabbers.
Okay.
We're
For a
So
cooked.
second,
nothing
I
happened.
saw the 100 and I just immediately got scared. I'm sorry.
Bro, imagine she gets a perfect 100, and the first thing Mystic says is, alright, now you take psychological damage due to buttering.
Hey, her first roll after being back after over a year.
Yeah.
She's 100% on board.
Bro.
Okay, we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue.
Yeah,
we're
Yeah.
gonna
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, she already got
Okay.
cooked.
Okay. Here's what happened. So, Victor, you are a little bit too far away to properly hear what he's
Mhm.
saying, but because of that, you notice a detail the others do not.
Okay.
Oh no.
He is clenching his hand so tightly that it's bleeding.
What?
But here's the craziest part. As the blood leaks off his hand, it doesn't even reach the floor, it evaporates.
Huh.
So, here's something interesting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me willpower.
Oh, no. Alright, let's get ready for the next critical fail.
No, wait, I forgot. Wait, hold. No, I'm sorry. Roll me 1d6 for insight.
One.
say
Oh
willpower.
yeah, push roll.
1d6.
Yeah, do a 1d6. Slash R,
No.
1d6.
No. This is a forced insight dice. This is not her choice.
Okay, she rolled
Okay.
a 5.
She got a 5.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god.
Oh,
No,
no.
really?
No.
Please tell me it's the perfect
Oh my
roll.
God.
Please tell me it's the perfect
worst
roll.
No,
Right?
it's not. No, it's not. No,
She
it's
got the
not.
worst one,
No,
bro.
it's not.
This one time you want to flip it after she's been gone for a year?
Come on, man.
Okay,
So
listen to
this
me.
is what
Listen
I
to me
get
very
for coming
carefully.
back for a year. Okay. This is what I get.
Listen. Listen to me
No,
very
you got
carefully.
this. Push it.
No. Insight cannot be pushed. Insight
Yeah,
cannot.
can't.
Anyways, but wait, what was the message that we got by the way for our intelligence? Like my Wi-Fi cut out.
Not
We
yet.
haven't
Not
heard
yet.
it
You're
We haven't
fine
heard
on
it
Not
your
yet.
intelligence.
Not yet. No. So Violet joined in, and she got a fail, and she noticed how she's the only one who noticed this because you guys were focused on his voice and his face or whatever. So you didn't notice that he was clenching his hand so much that it was bleeding. But just as the blood fell off his hand, and she's forced. Since she's the one who sees, forced to make an inside die, a 1d6, and she got a 5. Now the inside die, like I said before, just a little toggle here, is a little bit different. The inside die is sort of a self-sacrificing dice. This is not a push roll. It needs to be clarified. You don't use insight as a push roll. You use insight as a sort of radical kind of extreme method. It's like you encounter something that fucks with your sanity, but you're like, fuck it, my sanity's already fucking like roasted anyway. But let me purposefully try to understand the insanity so that I could at least get some information out of it.
Oh,
That's what the insight
no.
die.
Okay.
The higher number means she
So
understands
here's the
more.
deal. Yes, the
So-
higher number means
needed.
to understand more.
It's an
So
86.
since
No, there is no. Here's the thing. This is a little bit strange. There is no success or fail in the inside die. If you get a 1, you'll just get cursory knowledge. If you get a 6, that's the most your mind can possibly handle without breaking.
So,
So
you want
since
a
I
2 or
roll a
3? You want a
5,
two.
what would happen now?
You're cooked.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Mhm.
What's going to happen is you're going to go onto your stat sheet.
Repeat the last part.
Go to your stat sheet. Do you see one of the on your list of skills? In the first row, there's one called
No.
Cthulhu Mythos.
Oh.
Wait, on my sheet? Or
Yeah,
where?
on
Oh,
your
do
sheet.
you Wayne? Do
Oh,
you
it
have your
wouldn't allow me to see it for some reason.
Oh,
Um,
you didn't give her access. Then.
Yeah, probably not.
no, I did. Hold on, let me. Okay, you know what? I'll do it for you this time.
Okay.
But what's going to happen is, on your sheet there is a stat called Cthulhu Mythos.
Hmm.
You're going to get 5 points in Cthulhu Mythos.
Yep.
Damn, that's a lot.
Yay!
Hey, don't
a
worry.
lot.
My normal character should have
Now,
more.
here's the deal with the Cthulhu Mythos stat. The more you get into that stat, the deeper you are into the world of Beyonders.
Hmm.
Does that make sense? And for each number you get on the Cthulhu Mythos, your max sanity is reduced by that number.
So
Now,
is
this
that
is not a sanity check. You did not lose any sanity. Your sanity cap went down. Like if I were to tell you, for example, you have 100 HP, you took 20 damage, and you're now at 80 HP, you can still heal the next 20 HP back to 100. What's happened here is that that cap of 100 has gone down, so you could never heal back to 100
Yep.
so I'm
because the
screwed?
cap's down.
Not really.
No, it's
Oh,
listen. Despite your cap going down, there is some benefit to be found, and you did not make a sanity roll because this was the insight die. Remember, you guys are criminals. You're already used to insanity.
Girl, just don't worry.
So,
This is nothing that a lobotomy can't fix.
Yep. Nothing that ripping out your
let
brain
me
cells won't
quickly
fix.
I see.
edit your sheet.
Technically, couldn't she
Um,
technically, like increase the cap on sanity if I don't know, she was given a bunch of like hard anesthetics.
no. The cap. Once you have lost sanity, you can recover your sanity and stabilize it. But once you have learned something, you cannot unlearn it, especially if it's something related to the mythos.
Unless someone was to come in and like randomly placate it for you, but even then, that's not your proper
No,
cap.
no. A Cthulhu mythos cannot be placated. You can hide it, but you cannot remove it.
I'm
It
talking about
is
your
now. It's
sanity.
so
Unless there's
ingrained.
like some idiot to come in and like just, hey, I'm gonna give you like
Placate
2 extra
heals
sanity.
sanity. It does not. It does not increase the cap. That needs to be said.
No, not heal sanity, but I'm pretty sure there's probably like I wouldn't be surprised if there's some idiot out there that could give you an extra 5 sanity. Not 5, but maybe 1 or 2.
I don't know. That'd be a little bit too much of a blessing.
It's not. Believe me, it would not be. Getting more sanity regularly is not a blessing.
Yeah, it would not be a blessing. For temporarily, for a quick moment, like, oh, this is cool. Long term, you probably
The
screwed over
closest thing
so
you
badly.
have to getting more sanity. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. It is impossible to get more sanity than your cap because you can't become more sane than you already are normally. That's not how
Yeah.
that works. What you can do is stabilize yourself despite going insane. So if you were to take drugs, for example, for a character that is a drug addict, which we have not yet had in the campaign,
I mean, just
a
I want
taking
character
to
that is
hard,
drug
try.
addicted,
I
or just
want to make
taking
a
general hard
girl
aspects.
a Ragnavoldr and Gold version in this at some point.
so
I'm figuring out.
here's the deal. A drug addict, their sanity is a bit special because if you are addled, which is a status effect you get for being, under the influence, um, you will take half sanity damage from everything you witness.
Okay.
And there are certain. Here's the thing: in the main campaign, there is a reason why I've never made you guys do intelligence checks or general education checks. Because first you have to understand what you're looking at before you take the sanity. That's how it goes by rules,
That's
of the book. However, you guys in the main campaign have been affected by the Keeper. So there is no barrier between intelligence and education. That knowledge is forcefully ingrained into your body. Remember that wall that he made for you guys when you guys took like 2,000 sanity damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we got
Yeah, that's the
cooked.
reason why you guys have been taking sanity checks directly instead of going through intelligence checks first or willpower or whatever else.
Mhm.
That's the reason.
Oh.
Now, this campaign is different. You guys have not taken any sanity damage yet, if you don't count this. Anyway, let's get back on track. We can talk about this after the session.
All right.
Anyway, so your sanity was 23. It's now been permanently brought down to 18.
Okay.
Yeah?
Hey, you're with me now.
Now, here's the thing. This is not something random. There is a understanding of the world that you have personally broached. Okay? You have grasped at something that nobody else here has grasped.
Okay.
The way you view the world has permanently been altered. In fact, here is something interesting. You know instinctually that what you saw was the blood of an angel.
Hmm.
It is directly translated into your head as angel, but what they are is a mythical creature. You understand that the man in front of you, Silas, is not even human, but rather he is a mythical creature.
Hmm.
I want you to know you have also gained a very interesting ability. I wouldn't call this an ability, but you have now learned the proper method. No, not even the proper. See, even the proper method fails to even broach what you have just learned.
Hmm.
You have learned not cogitation, but something called divine sense.
Oh.
Imagine it like this.
Oh my god.
You have gained a key to a very special door. Okay?
Okay.
And that door is always there in your mind. A normal person who uses cogitation is like a traveler. They walk hoping to find the door. And if they find that door, they can open it. But there's a distinct lack of control there.
Mm.
You can remember where the door is, but you still have to walk towards it. You are different. That door is always with you, and you have the key no matter what. Which
Mm.
means you have the ability to enter cogitation whenever you like.
Okay.
Now, this is all literally ingrained into your head right now. So you're basically just having a seizure of.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at her and just go, "Oh, wait, he's on
Wait, hold
out.
on.
Don't you go with us too?"
Oh, hold on. That only happens after you guys hear what the hell fucking Silas is muttering about. Now, you guys will have different understandings because you guys roll differently. Um,
I'm cooked. So is Izzy.
for you, Sai, she directly hears him say, "Why, Captain?"
I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna just swipe back my booze real quick because clearly he can't hold his.
Brr.
The
Brr.
second part of that muttering is what is you heard what Sai did, but with a little bit extra.
What we hear?
You heard him say, "Why, Captain?" But you also hear him say, "Why did you choose her?"
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him and go. I'm just gonna turn to him and go like, "Excuse me, what's wrong with me?" And like,
You didn't
I'm
hear
like,
that part.
"Oh damn!
You
If I
heard why,
could, I
Captain.
would
That's
slap that man across the
unfortunate.
face."
That's unfortunate. You know, it's crazy. You have like really good fucking intelligence too. Damn.
Huh.
Now, here's the deal, yeah? Right after this whole exchange, he kind of sighs, sort of like grim acceptance, as he continues briefing. He basically just pretends like that shit that didn't happen. It did not happen. So, is anybody going to say anything about Hard
And
or
I told
just
you,
anything about this situation?
I mean, yeah,
Or
I swiped back my wine from that fucker. First off, told him we couldn't. I'm telling him like, you really should avoid you really should avoid wine if you can't even keep it down. As just gonna take my wine. I'm gonna drink the last of it up. Make sure he watches whole time, and then I'm gonna take the canteen, drop it on the ground, and smash it underneath my foot, and just said, "That was for shooting me in the leg."
have you ever considered that perhaps you got shot because you act like this?
Have you ever considered that maybe he shouldn't have his little piss baby tantrum after stealing my drinky and then acting like a little fucking bitch? Because you know what I
All
think
right.
his mythical. Do you know what I think his mythical animal is? Fucking unicorn. Get that shit out of my face. You had the month of June.
Yeah.
He's gonna get
Oh
shot
my
again,
God.
isn't he?
Wrong guy. Wrong guy. The unicorn. The other guy.
Oh, speaking of, I still have my other two. I still have my other two flasks of this wine, but this fucker is not knowing about them. I'm not gonna have anybody else take my wine. But yeah, no. I just tell him like, you
What
know
if a
what? If
10-year-old child
he's still
take your
like
wine?
jittering out, right? He's still jittering and like shivering.
Nah, he's calmed down. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
not anymore. Not
Okay,
anymore.
good. I'm
Not
gonna just
anymore.
give him a slap across the face, just because like I'm really worried about him. Want to get him back into it. Slap, slap.
You don't have to. You don't even have to try because you miss.
Good.
Unless you want to roll for it. Do you want to roll for this?
I
No,
actually
roll.
do.
Roll for it, yeah.
Okay. Roll me. Fighting brawl, hard difficulty.
All right. Let me see.
Imagine if he lands, bro.
25% is what it says.
Seeing
Yeah.
that.
So
Uh,
gotta get
no,
25.
By half, by half.
it's no, it's 1/5, 1/5.
You gotta go
Yeah,
by.
Oh, so it's a
Half.
15. All
So it
right,
should
let's do
be
it.
15.
Let's do it.
15.
Our difficulty should be in the middle, so.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, you-
not at all.
Oh! That's the
I wanna-
1d100. What about the 1d10? Because that's a
Fuck
flat out
you,
fail,
bitch.
right? That's a 100.
No fucking.
Give me the
way.
1d10. I want to see
okay,
this.
you know what? You know what? Roll the 1d10. Roll the
I
1d10.
want to see it. I
Let's
just
make
want
I
to see
know.
it.
Fuck you
make it
guys,
fun.
only because this will be funny. Yeah, so 104.
That's
Bro.
107. Oh,
No
guys.
way you critical
Fuck.
failed.
Fuck off. I'm gonna do whatever.
oh, does he take? Does he take damage?
No,
hitting
this
No,
bitch
no, no.
fucking. Fuck off.
It's
Hang on,
okay.
hang on, hang
It's
on,
okay.
hang
It's
on,
okay.
hang
It's
on.
okay.
Hang on. If this is gonna cause him harm in any way, shape, or form, since I'm right there, can I help my boy?
No, you might get caught in a
Wait.
crossfire.
Wait, hold on.
Can I
You
just
don't have
kick
to
him in the
worry.
back of
'Cause
his
this is.
kneecap?
I'm gonna explain what's going to happen. Okay.
Oh my god.
Catherine tries to slap Silas, but due to the awkward positioning, they accidentally put too much strength in their injured leg, which causes a moment of weakness where they stumble out of balance and fall forward towards him. Now,
God,
I want you
no.
to know he could have caught you. Instead, he grabbed your wine.
All of it?
You son
Hang on,
of a.
leave him one. Leave him one.
Yo,
Leave him one.
that is
Leave,
fighting words.
leave
You
him
know
one.
what, though, Mystic? As I'm going down, I'm gonna hold on to it so he's taking it and fucking smash that canteen against his leg. I don't fucking care. If I
Bro.
can't have it, you
Wow,
can't have it.
you can't maneuver. You're literally in
Good.
pain, fucking on the floor.
So
You
as I
probably
hear him, I'm gonna
reopened
look
your
at
wound.
him.
He has three.
Yo, roll
he
for
has
dex,
three.
bro. Roll for dex.
I am gonna look at this little shit right in the face and tell him, "You little fuck."
Hang on, doesn't he have another
Just say,
canteen?
you little
Does
I
fuck,
he
do
not
another
have
and
canteen.
slam your head on
No,
the
I do
ground.
another one.
So
Okay.
wait, hold on. I want you to know he's going to step on you.
Oh, please do. It seems to be your favorite
wait.
thing.
Wait. May I interject?
Wait,
Say
hold
something
on.
right there.
I'm not doing shit. I'm
Hold
watching
on. This is
this with a
important. This is an
smile.
important moment, actually. No, wait, hold on.
Okay.
This is a very, very important moment.
For
This is
Silas.
actually going to
Okay.
benefit him in the long run, I promise. Yeah. Don't worry.
This is Silas's like
Ironically, Sai might
greatest,
have
happiest moment.
actually fucking said, bro. You know what's crazy? It's the fact that Sai almost always seems to make the decisions that kind of seem the most fucked, but ironically do help out in the end.
Can I have his last flask somehow?
Hold on. So, as Catherine falls to the floor, Silas grabs your flask, one of them, the one that's full. He holds it in his hand, inspecting. Before you can even try to berate him, he steps on your stomach. Not with any pressure or anything, but with at least enough force that, it's knocked the wind out of you a little. It's not
Ooh.
any sort of fake wound or anything. As he tells you, consider it an offering. This is a trade. I'll give you something in return. Fine.
I'm gonna ask him.
And he takes out.
Okay. Takes out what?
He takes out a necklace that he was wearing. This is the necklace with the picture of Vivian that you saw previously.
Oh, they'll slut.
Ooh.
I'm gonna ask him a different. No, I'm gonna ask him more importantly. So, I'm just gonna say, did those two statues not want you drinking with them?
Bro.
I'm gonna pick up my eye a little
He
bit and
does
just
not.
say, you're willing to give up that thing around your neck, which means you probably. I'm gonna tell him real quick. Something important here. No sailor would ever give up anything important to them unless they had something more important in their hand. So instead of trading for that little bauble, which, by the way, hate to tell you this, I have no interest in jewelry. So you can keep it to yourself like you're a feminine friend. And she's gonna, like, as she points her finger at, she's gonna say, I want to know why you want that wine. And if the answer is good enough, I'll consider it. Because something seems like you want to stay on good terms with me once you saw that wine. So if you want to stay on good terms and we don't have to, like, cover, I don't know, that unprofessionalism you had just about a few seconds ago, I want to know something. That's what you can trade.
Oh,
A reason for you not to appear like an inept, crazy case, and more
Just
importantly,
kick him in the
like an
head.
actual man I want to follow, and not a little bitch who needs a shoulder to cry on.
Kick him in the head.
ooh, you said something quite dangerous there. Hold on. I gotta wait. He makes hold on. He makes a willpower check. Hold on.
Wait, him or Mork?
Him. No,
Silas
me.
has
Like as
to.
in him, like Silas.
Fuck you.
No.
I can do what I want. If you kill me right here, I can tell him my next life that he's still a bitch. I win this regardless.
No, please don't, because he may kill all of us.
Oh god.
I'm not there anymore.
Yeah, I'm leaving, bro. I'm already
whoop,
gone. I'm the
whoop.
first target. I'm out.
Whoop.
I
Hold
did.
on,
Well, nice knowing
I
you.
did something wrong.
That's just nice knowing you.
I'm gonna
Doesn't
sacrifice
matter.
Violet.
We'll be seeing each other in new bodies soon.
Nah, bro. I'm gone.
Can I have Mork's last flask?
You're not taking my last
Hold
flask.
on.
If you touch it, I will cut you in real
Okay.
life.
Oh.
55.
Ooh.
We're fucked
So
up.
I want you to know. Okay, so here's the problem. Yeah,
Brother.
Oh, no.
he's rolling willpower on the hardest difficulty here.
No. Did he pass?
No.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
He's gonna.
Cool. Give me your best shot and make sure it works enough to keep me dead permanently.
So something extremely interesting happened. Actually, now I have to roll Constitution.
Ooh. Oh, you're gonna transform into your real form, aren't you? I pissed you off enough for that. Oh, please do.
Oh,
Show
no.
me your pride flag. Want to see what we're working with here? Maybe if you're maybe he's interesting and
I
enough. I can get a
promise you.
cigar out
I
of him.
promise you. I promise you, it's not what you think.
Uh,
Oh, that's
listen,
It probably
unfortunate.
is now what we
That is
think.
It's
unfortunate.
probably really bad
It
enough.
probably is what we think.
It's bad, isn't it?
Oh my god!
I'm
bro.
already running. I'm already
Bro.
gone.
No,
No, I ain't.
Constitution.
You know what,
Constitution again on the hardest difficulty. He's filled.
Mystic? Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god! I'm gonna open my last flask because he's, whatever the fuck he's doing.
no, hey, give me some of your flask, brother.
No.
Give the child some of the flask.
No,
Give
you
the
ain't.
child some of your
No,
flask.
you ain't touching it. So Mystic,
I'm
So
leaving.
here's what happens. Actually,
I'm
hold
gone.
on, hold on. This is a very important scene. This is a very important scene.
You bastard.
You asked him for his reason, right?
Mhm.
But in his mind, he does not want to answer. He does not want to answer you, but because of your question and his mention of a trade, he has refused the trade despite taking what technically belongs to you. The
Most having
candles
psyche damage.
in the room, the lanterns, all of them start flickering green.
No, he's getting the one getting punished.
The green flames erupt around the entire room as it forms a sort of spiritual astral hand.
And this is familiar to Aurelia because the ship thing, right?
You've seen the green flame, but you've never seen
We're all cooked.
the
So it's
the
familiar
green
to
flame
Aurelia and
grabs his head, and there is a suppressive force, almost like gravity has increased, as he is sent careening to the floor in anguish. Now, here's something interesting. He was standing on top of fucking
Catherine.
on top of Catherine, so he is literally just careened into your body on the floor.
Catherine's gonna snap
On
her
mount.
bottle.
Wait, no. Here's the thing. Because of the fact that he's being forced down, you're also being pressed down. But that's
Oh,
not the strangest thing. For those of you who are like the green flames above him make it hard to see, but because he's on top of you, you can definitely see. His body is literally cracking, and you see kind of like worms pop up from inside his body as they are basically being burned by the flames.
And I'm gonna ask him as he's crushing again. Like, I don't feel any pain, do I? Like, I'm not the one guy
No,
getting
no,
hurt.
you do. Yeah, he's
Oh,
listen.
cool.
He's not getting hurt, but he's for basically he's being pressed on top of you. So
So
you're
imagine
he's
if you
using
also
your
feeling that
potion.
they're
Yeah,
grabbing.
so I'm gonna give him I'm gonna tell him like, all right, so we're in this because I can kind of get the feeling that we're having this is because you aren't telling the truth. Now you took what's mine. Now hand it back. And I'm gonna snatch that fucking bottle